Disclaimer. The views expressed in this podcast are our personal opinions and do not necessarily reflect those of our significant others, families, or employers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Friendly Fade podcast with Nubs and Reem. We have our illustrious guest here today with us. We got Orville, aka Pop, or aka Durag Orville, if you remember from past couple episodes. Yeah, man. If you're new to the channel, hit us with that like. And if you're feeling generous, subscribe and hit that post notification button. And without further ado, boys, how was y'all weekend, man? Like, how's everything going with y'all?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Didn't do too much this weekend. Me and Sam, what did we do this weekend, man? We visited your parents, and then we also.
Oh, I thought you were.
We helped the family, we were talking about we helped the family member move. You're right. That's what we did on Sunday. That was the Saturday, the bulk of our day. And we actually thought we were going to be done by like 2:30. And in reality, we didn't get done till like 5 or 6. And we didn't get home till like 7 because they live about an hour away. And it's funny because Sam had her whole day planned because she had like a whole bunch of schoolwork to do. So she had to kind of cram it when she got home. And she thought she was going to get home earlier. So she thought she was going to be able to rest a little bit and, kind of pace herself in a way in which she didn't have to be completely hurried. When in reality, she ultimately, that's exactly what resulted in that whole situation because we didn't get done for a fat minute. We met her friend at grandma's house, and then we had to drive an hour and a half. So it took some time, man. But I mean, we didn't have much going on anyways. We're usually home on weekends. So, and not to complain or anything, that's, I'm grateful for that. That's all I want to do on weekends, just kind of vibe. And I have too much going on. So blessed.
What's up? What about you, Orville? What you got going on, man? How was your weekend?
My weekend was chill. I mean, I really didn't do much except work some overtime, play some pickleball. Can't play basketball right now. So
What up?
Can't you play ball?
The shit with my jaw.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, but we don't ever listen to doctors around here, bro.
Yeah, right. And I gotta pay fucking extra money to get that shit fixed again. Fuck that.
I mean, there's only two.
Boy, the last thing you want is elbow to the face. I said the last thing you want is elbow to the face, bro. And then
that's what I'm saying. Like I've played a couple times, but I'm not trying to take any more chances with that until the shit's done with.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you play that often anyway. So I mean, you could be off the court for a little bit while that shit runs its course. So better safe than sorry.
Even before that, I've been playing because I just been working OT.
Yeah, I mean, how is pickleball, by the way, man? I know, like, it's gotten big over the past couple of years, and like, right. I know it's like tennis, basically, right?
It's like tennis on a smaller scale, and you play with a wiffle ball.
Okay.
I'm down to play.
It's just fire, bro.
It looks fun. It looks mad fun. I actually want to try.
Yeah, bro. Like I was only playing because like my boys were getting into it, and then I actually bought my own paddle and shit. And like me and Shahab, we go out and we play over in Central Park and Plantation, bro. And that shit gets packed. Like
Damn,
they turned
like that,
bro. It's like that. Like, bro, they turned. So they had at Central Park and Plantation. It's like they had like 4 hockey rinks out there, and they turned 3 of them into pickleball courts.
Wow.
Where it's like
3 of the 4.
Yeah, like there's like 5 of them on one single like one of the old hockey rinks. So there's 2 on each end, and then there's a single one in the middle. So that shit gets packed. Like people, there'll be like 5 downs on each court and shit. Like it's crazy.
Damn. Okay.
And the old people love it because they ain't got to move like that. So it's like they play that shit, and bro, like some of these motherfuckers are good, dog.
I know, bro. It's like it looks more like an old people sport, but then I feel like a lot of young people have been getting into it too, man.
Yeah, 100%. It definitely was an old people sport, and it's been around for a while, and that's why it hasn't really made any noise. But I guess once like the younger generation started getting into it, bro, it's been bananas. Like they put that shit. They don't even put tennis courts in retirement communities anymore. They just put pickleball courts now. It's just insane.
Hell yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, you got to think, bro. Tennis is demanding. Like you play tennis, that's just not for old people, bro. Because you gotta be moving around a lot. With pickleball, it's like you're still getting the workout, but in a smaller scale, right?
Yeah, like I played singles with Shahab the other day, and that shit's a workout in itself, and it's a smaller court. Imagine playing tennis. Like, nah, hell no.
Nah, dog.
Yeah, that lateral movement is no joke.
I woke up today and my hamstrings are like tight as shit, and I was like, dog, what the hell?
And you're running a third of the time, and you're fucking still beat up. So go figure, bro.
Exactly.
That's all I need to know.
Hell yeah, bro. Those tennis pros, yo, those guys are athletes, bro. You don't knock those motherfuckers, man. Those
and like
for real.
Harry, you would be good at it because you were good at table tennis, so it's like the same concept. Like you want to put topspin on the ball when you hit it hard because that shit's intense. Like motherfuckers out there take that shit serious, and I was like, dog, like shit's wild.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was about to talk shit to Kareem. He's like, yo, Kareem, I've never played, but trust me, dog. I know you don't want that smoke, bro.
No, you would pick it up fast, bro. You would pick it up fast.
But you know, it's crazy. Pickleball reminds me a little bit about how golf kind of got popular all of a sudden, right? Like got really big because because back in the day, I mean, a lot of people that golf like recreationally, it was like older people, it was like retirees, because it's not so demanding on the body. It's a challenging sport. Don't get me wrong. You got to have some good skill, man. But you're not putting a lot of a strain on your joints and your body like that. So a lot of old people, that's what they were doing, right? But now, bro, you go to the golf course and you barely see old people anymore. So it's younger cats that are getting into it. And bro, I got into golf about a year and a half ago, man, and like I love it, dog. Like I could be out there every weekend, man. Every weekend.
It's just a fun sport, even if you're not good at it. You're just out there with the boys having a good time, throwing some beers back, like shit's fire.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like as a beginner, I bought some cheap clubs, man. They were brand new, but they were in like a higher tier, they were lower tier clubs, and it's still working for me, man. I mean, it's doing its job. I haven't I need to replace them yet. For $150, brand new clubs with a bag and everything. So yeah.
150? What the hell?
Yeah, they were still wrapped in a plastic and everything. Like
Where the hell did you find that? On a fucking Saturday yard sale or some shit?
It was in Let Go, the app. So
oh shit, damn.
Like I said, it's not like super like expensive clothes, man. They're not like, it's not like Titleist or Callaways or anything like that. You know, it's just some cheap, cheap shit.
Yeah,
but like I said,
what you need them for, it's perfect. So I mean,
it's perfect, bro. Because I'm not out here like competing for money.
Even if you just buy the set to go to the range, that shit's fucking fire.
100%, bro. And like I said, I've had my set now for just over a year, and I don't plan on changing them no time soon. Unless it start breaking on me, and I really need to replace them, I'm not replacing that shit no time soon, bro. So, but yeah, I'm liking it, man. I'm having fun. Last time we were in Florida, we had Harry and Nate out there. We played a couple rounds. That was a good time, man. So next time,
if plans persist, we'll probably be on the tennis court a lot more often. So I mean,
bro, yeah, absolutely, and especially because there's a course very, very close to where I'm trying to do some things. So
wow, Sam just pointed out I said tennis, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I know what you meant, though. I know what you meant.
I meant
golf course. Yeah, there's a golf course about 4 minute drive from So
beautiful.
Stay tuned for that. That definitely gonna be out there a lot more often, man. But yeah, man. Did y'all hear about this nonsense that's going on in New York? So I don't know if you guys have been like watching the news or whatever, but so apparently the mayor of New York City came out. There's this program that they came out with where it's like $52 million worth of prepaid debit cards that they're handing out to migrants, bro. So basically the illegal immigrants that crossed the border illegally and made their way to New York. So now the city of New York decides, hey, cool, we're gonna give y'all some prepaid debit cards, $1,000 a month. Per family, and kind of just do whatever you want to do, man. It's just wild to me that in a country where there's so much homelessness, especially cities like New York, LA, the Chicagos and Miamis, like where you have U.S. citizens and U.S. vets, more importantly, let's point that out, U.S. homeless vets that are on the street with no help, no kind of aid. And the city of New York decides, you know what? Let's focus on illegal immigrants and let's make sure they're fucking taken care of, bro. Like, to me, that's just mind blowing, man. And that just fucking shows you, like, where these fucking like politicians and some of their priorities and where they lie. it's getting to the point where, man, like they don't even try to hide it no more, man. Like they just shove that shit in your face and they tell you to fucking suck it up, right? So I just kind of want to hear y'all thoughts on it, man. We're gonna go clockwise on here. So Orville, I'm gonna let you go first, bro. Let me know your thoughts on this.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty insane because, like you said, like there's so much they can do for people who are already living here, been working hard to like make it and whatnot, and the fact that these immigrants come in here and they've pretty much been living like expense free for like 7+ months. Like it's insane and it's driving people crazy because like especially lately, like the US has been doing so much for everybody else except for the people living in the country, so everybody's just fed up.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
And I'm like, don't get me wrong, like everybody should have the opportunity to come here and live a different life, especially if they're, back home, they don't have the same opportunities as we do, but there has to be a different way. Especially, isn't this the same situation where they took the kids out of school to
house migrants, right? Where they basically kick them out the dorms. This happened in New York as well. This
bro. Like that's ridiculous. And the thing is, like the school system in the US is already like fucked as far as like teachers and kids not being like taught well and shit like that. As far as like there's kids that first of all they go to school and they don't know how to respect their teachers or their elders, and second of all, like there's people going to school who like aren't even on their reading level to be in school. So like the system is already fucked and they're just making it worse.
Yeah, 100%, man.
I mean, I agree with a lot of what you guys said. So just to play devil's advocate here, because we're seeing it from a perspective to where we're using money that apparently that we don't have, right? Like they're always saying that we're in this debt, but yet we're always coming up with these new programs in which we could aid the wars or illegal immigrants, right? So where's this shit all coming from? So we're just continuing to just print money we don't fucking have. So I mean, that's nuts to me. But to kind of play devil's advocate a little bit here, I mean, according to officials, I believe the numbers show that they're gonna save about $600K a month and $7.2 million annually by implementing this New York pilot program. And I don't know if that's facts or cap, but I mean, hopefully it is. I doubt it. Everything I read, I take it with a little bit of grain of salt. But they implemented this program because I believe the alternative was that on a daily basis they were providing like some boxes of food. So I'm not sure exactly how much that costs, but apparently this whole debit card program is saving them a lot of money down the road. So I mean, I don't really know what to say, but I mean, I do think it's bullshit. I mean, I'm just looking to see when I'm going to be able to claim them on my taxes, because this is on my, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, taxes at the end of the year and I only get like $55, and you think I'm like making too much money, but yeah, you're giving all this free money to people that don't even live here. Like I need an explanation, you know what I'm saying? Because this is kind of ridiculous at this point. Like I'm all for helping people, but like my brother said, I mean, there's got to be another way, because I'm not buying into the fact that they're saving all that money. How? Show me the numbers.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That's kind of. I feel like they put that in the papers to kind of just to kind of give a good reason to allow that program to go through. I mean, I think shit. I don't know.
To like dim the fire a little bit or something, because that shit makes no sense.
No, because they knew how social media was going to react to it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're saving money by doing this, bro. So, but how? How exactly are you saving money by doing this? We have zero obligation to give these people anything, bro. Zero obligation. You're in the country illegally, so why should I have to provide you anything as the government, bro? And like Ovo said, everybody should have the opportunity to come to the U.S. and look for the American dream, right? Because I think we all come from families, that came from another country, whatever it may be. But we also understand, bro, there's a legal way of doing things. And it's unfair for those people that came to this country legally and that went through the process, bro, and they worked their asses off to get to where they got. And then you got motherfuckers coming across the border as if like they're owed something, and they're fucking entitled, bro. And not only that, you got crime going up in these cities. Just recently, I don't know if you guys heard, a girl at the University of Georgia, a nursing student, was killed by an illegal immigrant that crossed to the U.S. a couple of years ago at the El Paso border, which is where I live now, so super close to home. And this dude was detained and let go, right? And then now he came back into the country, goes to Georgia, and ends up murdering a girl, bro, a UGA nursing student. So, and you know, a lot of people on the left, you know, these liberals that are okay with this bullshit, they're gonna come at you and be like, oh, well, just because, you know, an illegal immigrant killed someone, it could have, even if it could have been a U.S. citizen that did it. It don't matter, bro. The fact of the matter is an illegal immigrant did it. All right. One too many illegal immigrants are committing crimes. And bro, we don't need that shit. We already have American citizens committing fucking crimes. So why is it okay for us to think that, okay, well, we can let these illegal immigrants come in and do shit like that? So shit like that blows my mind. And on top of that, cities like New York City, where you got motherfuckers paying $4,000 for a broom closet to live in with shared bathroom and and shared kitchens. So again, what sense is it making, bro? It's not adding up, boys. And Harry, you want to touch on this, bro? Please. You told me earlier. How are they going to control where they're spending the money, dog? Please.
You want to know how they're controlling it, Orville?
How?
Bro, legit as fuck, bro. This is going to get the job done, my brother. So they're giving these illegal immigrants the prepaid debit cards, but they have to sign affidavits to affirm that they're going to be buying and using those prepaid debit cards for their intended purposes only, which is like baby food and etc. So that's their plan to make sure that
they're word of mouth, pretty much.
Yeah. They're basically just give me your word that you're going to use it at the bodegas, because that's where they want them to spend it. They want them to spend their money in the bodegas, so that way the local economy, the local bodegas are getting something out of it. But what's to say that they're going to spend that money in the bodegas, bro?
There's no way
tracking it.
Trust people, brother. You have to trust them.
Right. So Joe, you want me to trust somebody that came in the country illegally, right? Knowing they came in the country illegally.
Knowing that they were in the wrong in the first place. Absolutely. That's the American way, brother.
How much are they getting though?
You want me to trust? There's no way, bro. It's a prepaid debit card. You can't track that shit.
How much are they getting though?
$1,000 a month.
That shit don't even pay rent for half the people in New York. How, like, what are they, like, half the shit? They're staying at what, hotels and whatnot?
I don't know, but they're not paying for rent. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, whatever they're saying, they ain't paying for it, and they're not out on the streets. I can tell you that.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I saw a video in which like they were interviewing a little girl, and I guess she was like not a little girl, but she was an adult, and she was also with her mother, and she was saying how she's literally been here for like 8 months and hasn't paid a freaking dime, bro. A freaking dime for anything.
How does that not? That's just not adding up either, though, because the cost of living in New York is like insane. So $1,000 a month doesn't do shit for them either. So like, where are they going that they're able to spend,
I don't know where the hell they're staying, bro.
Have any debt or not be able to like have to come out of their own pocket for their shit, because that doesn't make sense. Like,
I mean, they got to be living in a place to where it's like some sort of governmental program that in which, because I just don't see any other way. You know what I'm saying?
It's got to be. And it not too long ago too, bro. A couple of illegal immigrants jumped a New York City cop, bro, like on camera, like blatantly, like. And not only that, when they were arrested and released shortly after. And this motherfucker walks out of the precinct, and so, you know, I guess there was a camera, and then they were kind of like, yo, like, what the fuck was going on? And basically he just flicked off the camera as if like, yo, I'm free, motherfucker. Like, yeah, I did what I did, and guess what? I'm still fucking here. Oh, like, come on, man. Bro. It's just crazy to me, man. And this kind of leads to my next point, man. How we've talked about this probably like a few times now. How have y'all noticed the shift in like from the left to the right from a lot of people, including myself? I'll straight up come out and say it, bro. Like for the longest time, I was left. I wouldn't say I was a liberal, but I lean more Democrat more than anything, right? But this past year or so, bro, I'm just sick of this.
It's been a little bit longer for me than that, past year,
Bro,
but no,
bro,
I get you.
I'm
as
just
you get older, the least
sick.
because when you're young and you back everybody's ideas to you can do what you want, marry who you want, yeah, whatever, all that shit's all good. And then the older you get, the less nonsense you want to deal with, bro. So your mindset just changes. It's insane, but like I agree because there's just I'm like we've been Democrat most of our lives,
Yeah.
but then it's just we get tired of the bullshit.
Yeah, it's crazy because people that I've known for a minute that have been Democrats, I always voted Democrat, and now I'm like, yo, so where you leaning this year? And most people are telling me they're like, not Democrat.
Yeah, bro.
Some of them be like,
my parents, bro. You think my parents are voting Democrat? No,
They
finally see what goes on when you vote Democrat.
I think Biden was probably the worst Democratic candidate we've had, if not
since we've been alive. Honestly,
that's what I'm saying.
That's our generation for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's been everybody's final straw. Bro.
Yeah, because think about it. In our generation, we've seen two Democratic presidents before Biden, right? So Clinton and Obama, because the other in between were Republican.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say, and especially at our age now, where we're actually like adults, grown adults, contributing to society, and we're paying bills, we're paying taxes. Like I would say, this is the most. Yeah, this is probably the worst. Like kind of like I felt in the country state, bro. With this dude in power, and his liberal ways and how far left he is, and it just blows my mind, and how liberal he is. Going back to the immigration thing, how freely nilly he just is with like, yeah, just let anybody in, and we don't give a fuck. Yeah, whatever, we'll take care of it. Meanwhile, you got the Texas governor saying, hell no, you come through, I'm shipping your ass to New York, where you can go live at the blue states, which is what he's been doing, bro. You they come across the border, cool. CBP takes him in, process him, puts him in a fucking bus, drives him up north. You going to Chicago, you going to LA, you going to New York, wherever the hell, whatever blue.
Everywhere but Texas.
Yeah, anywhere but Texas. He's like, you ain't staying here, you going. And like I said, bro, I live in El Paso, and I promise you, we don't have this immigration problem here. And they come through here. Through here. And I promise you, we don't have these issues here that you're seeing in New York and Chicago and LA, these big blue cities, these democratic cities. And again, what's the common denominator in all that, bro? Highest crime cities in the country: Baltimore, Chicago, New York, LA. Like, I mean, you name it. San Francisco. San Francisco's a zoo. Let's not even mention that part. And they're the most liberal city. Dump, bro. It's a dump, and they're the most liberal city in the U.S. And look how they turned out. So it goes to show you, bro. Like, who's moving to those places? High rent prices, high crime, traffic is disgusting. Like why? Why would you want to live there? So again, man, you make whatever decision you want. I'm not trying to, sway nobody right or left. However, the writing's on the wall, my friend.
Yep,
that's all I got to say.
And you know what's crazy about this is that, to your point, you talk about how a lot of people that were left are now to the right, and I think in this next election, you will see that. Like, this next election is going to be a landslide, bro. I think it's not even going to be close, bro. Like, they might as well take that man out of office right now. I'm telling you, anybody you talk to at this point, like, because obviously before he was elected, like, everybody was like, nah, man, we can't deal with Trump, blah, blah, blah. So he was like the less of the evil. So they went with the Democratic candidate, right? But they saw real quick that the grass ain't greener on the other side. And now they want fucking Trump back. I think the whole world does at this point. You know what I'm saying? And it's gotten to a point where it's just ridiculous because like Orville was saying, we grew up in a more Democratic family with our parents. I mean, bro, my mom used to ask me for my ballot, and she used to vote for me. Like, yeah, vote Democrat for me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And now at this point, I don't even allow her to do that shit. Like, I think she still voted Democrat, and I was like, nah, not this time. Sorry, we're done with that shit. You know what I'm saying? No. So, and even back to the whole illegal immigrant thing, if you would have asked me this question like 4 or 5 years ago, I was so empathetic to the illegal immigrants in which I had a level of thinking more on the liberal side to where I wanted to give a chance to those people who like sacrifice their lives to come to the U.S. soil. But at this point, it's so chaotic that those little amount of people that ruin it for the masses. I mean, it is what it is, because we just have a big ass problem in which illegal immigrants are just doing whatever the fuck they want, and kind of just it's resulting in more chaos than we had than ever before, right? So I mean, I no longer am for that, because you used to ask me back in the day, and I was like, yeah, man, like everybody deserves to be in the U.S., but fuck that, man. Ship all of them back to where they came from. I'm sorry, man.
It's low-key an invasion at this point, bro. The amount of people that are crossing the border illegally is ridiculous, dog. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, Harry, but we're talking about millions, bro. Millions of people. Under Biden's watch, we've had millions of illegal immigrants come into this country, bro. All right, illegally. Now, the people that are waiting for their green cards and are doing it the correct way, how is that fair to them? Right? Like, these people, they're just so tone deaf to what's going on. It just blows my mind how they're so okay with this, and how they feel like this is, yeah, cool. Like, come into the country illegally and ruin what we built and everything that we, law and order, like all that is out the way. These people come in here and do whatever the hell they want. They have no care in the world, and they feel. And the crazy thing is that they feel entitled, you know. So like, as if they come in here and they're like, okay, well, you guys need to take care of me. Like, for what? Take care of you? What have you done for this fucking country, bro? You're not from here. And then a lot of them are seeking asylum. Okay, seeking asylum, bro. Name me one country right now in Central and South America that's going through a civil war. You know, that's going through something right now that they actually need to seek asylum, please. Because last I heard, El Salvador was the only country I knew that had a really bad gang issue, and there was legit problems. But the president now, that boy cleaned up house. He is wiping them dudes out, Harry. I don't know if you heard about this kid. He's a younger dude. I think he's in his late 20s.
Didn't they make it like a big public thing to show like pretty much the citizens that he's not playing around? Like, they arrested all these motherfuckers like in public or whatever, or like.
Bro. He is good.
Real as fuck. A real life Harvey Dent.
Yeah, no doubt. No, hey, I swear to God, Harry, read up on this guy, bro. He's interesting, dude.
He's young too, isn't he?
He's what?
Yeah, he's in his 20s. Kareem said
late 20s.
That's wild.
Yeah, late 20s, early 30s, something like that. But super young cat, bro. And like, he came in and he said,
shit that we need, bro. All these motherfuckers that are like 70 years old, get the fuck out of the government, bro. Like, you need to be retired, sitting on your ass on the couch. Because we're going to be stuck in our ways if we don't get these old-ass fuckers out of here.
Yeah.
Some of these guys can barely speak, bro. They don't even know what the hell they're listening to at this point. But yeah,
they're all freezing.
Y'all saw the video, right, of the senator that he's like above 70, and they asked him a question. First of all, he goes, "I'm hard of hearing." Second of all, they're like, "Oh, how do you feel about your upcoming da da da?" He's like, "How do I feel about what?" And so they had like an assistant come up to him and repeat the question, and he's like, "Oh." And then he just blanks out. I'm like, dog, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah. That's Mitch McConnell. I think you're talking about Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Dude, throws up a couple times, bro. And man, people were like, yo, like, what is going on with these politicians? And again, it's just one of those things where they need to set term limits. And they haven't. These dudes can serve however long they want. 85, 90 years old.
No,
my dude, what?
Retired,
Like, give it a break. Let somebody else do the job. Let the younger generation.
At that age, even like just think for yourself. Like, at that age, wouldn't you just want to be home chilling? Like, what are you doing? Just adding more stress and years to your life?
Is that power, bro? That power, that they have, and they just don't want to let it go.
That, or maybe they're forced. Like, they're like puppets, and they're forced to be there.
Yeah, of course, we know that. Most of these clowns, they got companies in their pockets, corporate America, lobbyists in their pockets, bro, making the decisions. They're not making any decisions. I don't think anybody's naive enough to think that these lawmakers have the U.S. population, the U.S. citizens, in their best interest at heart. Like, these dudes, is wherever the money's at, I'm voting that. All right, so
whichever party puts more money in my pocket, that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm
saying. Let's not fool ourselves, dog. So yeah, let's just keep it a buck. So yeah, dude, it's like I said, it's the politics is shifting like crazy. The you know, with the Disneys of the world that have every movie they've put out in the past year or two have been bombing them in the box office because they're woke. And you know, you go woke, you go broke. That's how the saying goes. Everybody want to push a gay agenda on kids, you know, and people are sick of it, dude. People are tired of that shit. And even people, even now, I've even had conversations with gay people, and they're sick of it. They're like, bro, we do not care for that. Like, I don't need that shit in every movie I watch, in every show I watch, especially in kids' movies. Like, why are you pushing that shit on kids? Like, that is inappropriate.
And just to be clear, we're not homophobic or anything. It's just the fact that if you could do whatever the hell you want to do, but the way they're doing it and putting it in front of people's faces every chance they get, it's like, come on, dog. Like Kareem, like it goes back to what you said. It's like you don't even try to hide it anymore. Like it's literally blatantly in your face, and it's like, why, bro? Like let kids be kids and let them figure that shit out later. They have more than enough time to figure that out. And it's the way they're doing it is it's just not the way to do it. I mean, and that's not going to go well with anybody, most people anyways, you know what I'm saying? So whatever, though, they can continue to be woke like you said. There ain't nobody watching them damn movies because I know I am. I'm not.
They're losing money, and it's a fact. It's not just, I'm not just saying, oh, you know, I'm not watching the movie, so they're losing. No, it's not me.
It's a fact because they say it out on the news and everything that all these companies, like with these boycotts and shit, they're losing billions of dollars. Tons
of money, bro. Like I said, like, keep doing what you got to do. For example, just recently, you guys are aware of Jimmy Kimmel, right? Late night show.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so Jimmy Kimmel basically they're canceling his show. He's getting the boot from ABC, which is a company of Disney. Disney owns ABC. And Jimmy Kimmel, what's that?
They can't afford it anymore, or they're just too broke.
They've lost viewers. Like they've lost so many viewers that like basically like their ratings are at an all-time low. Because Jimmy Kimmel is one of those. He's very liberal. He's very left side. So because of his ideologies and because of his views, a lot of people just got sick of it and just stopped watching his shit. And with that goes the ratings. And now, dude, he's done. So again, bro, like go woke, you go broke. All right, people are just fed up at this point, man. People are just fed up, and it took a minute for people to finally wake up and be like, "Yo, listen, man, like something needs to happen." And if, Trump said the minute he's elected, bro, you're gonna see the biggest mass deportation that you've ever seen ever. Like he said, his priority is to boot these motherfuckers out ASAP. That's number one priority. All right. And then obviously, he's going to get into the whole Ukraine stuff and, how we're sending billions and billions of dollars out there to every other country in the world. And we can't even take care of our own, but I mean, even with Trump saying that, we'll see what happens, bro. Remains to be seen. But what can we do at this point?
Well, I mean, if that's indeed what's going to happen, Godspeed to you illegal immigrants. I hope you get past that process before he gets into office, because I mean, if anybody's gonna do what they say, it's that guy. So we'll see what happens. It's only a matter of time because we know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we got until November, and at this point, nobody's challenging him because right now they're doing the primaries, and every state they're going to, he's winning. So it's like there's no challenge whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, recently, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has been making some type of noise on social media and whatnot because he started off as a Democrat, and I guess he got tired of that bullshit too. So he's an independent now. But there's been videos of him calling out like the biggest corporations in the world, and so like a lot of people are eating that shit up. So I don't know. I haven't really read up on like what he's against or for, but apparently he's very like an environmentalist, and he's all about like getting like clean food and water. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But
so he's independent, you said?
Yeah, he's independent.
That's a good alternative, man. There you go. That's a good alternative because a lot of people like a lot of people that are Democrats don't necessarily want to shift all the way to Republican. So maybe you got to have that happy medium where you're like, okay, he has the Democratic views. However, he is conservative. Like, I think that's what people are looking for, man. People are just tired of the extreme left and the extreme right.
I think a mix of both, which is honestly like that's how it's supposed to be. Like this whole two-party bullshit was never supposed to be a thing. Like from the start, it was always just one candidate who represented both sides well, and then somewhere down the line in U.S. history, like they started doing the two-party bullshit, and that everything just became fucked after that.
Yeah, that's why I don't necessarily say I'm a Republican. I just say like I tend to agree with more of their stuff nowadays, than Democrats. I don't really consider myself a Republican because I don't like that whole two-party shit. But unfortunately, I mean, that's who we're rocking with at the moment because, like Kareem says, we tired of the bullshit, man.
Yeah, the right term. I think the right term you want to use. What I say is usually I lean more conservative. So you take that as you want. Just because I say I lean more conservative, that doesn't make me a Republican.
I lean more to the no nonsense side.
Exactly, no nonsense, right? Because I don't. My views on abortion don't necessarily line up with Republican views, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So I have different views. So I'm not like, oh, I'm on the right and that's all I agree with, because that's not true. I think, like I said, somebody that's independent and that's open-minded to both sides. I think that's what we need, man. But we'll see. We have yet to see an independent make any kind of noise. And maybe we'll see that shit.
I think the last person that like made any type of noise was fucking Bernie Sanders. But
Bernie Sanders, yeah, but he also ran Democrat, bro, because he knew the independent.
Oh, that's right. He did run Democrat.
Yeah, but he is an independent senator, right? Yeah. As of today. So, yeah, man. But anyways, boys, I mean, we could talk about politics all day, bro. That shit, we can get deep into that shit, bro. We need a whole episode and we go to the rabbit hole of politics.
Let's talk about whatever you want. Just don't talk to me about your abortion views because you're not a woman, brother. So you shouldn't.
What else going to be my thing?
I think he's all for it. Like let them make that decision for themselves, bro. Like that's fucked up.
That's not for me to say. That's what I was going to tell you.
I actually saw a video of Joe Rogan talking to some dude on his podcast and was basically like, oh, so you agree that if a girl gets raped, like she's not, like you as a man are telling a woman that she cannot get an abortion and doesn't want to have the kid of the gentleman that raped them, and the guy was like deflecting the question by just saying that like no matter what, he's pro-life, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
You're deflecting the question, bitch.
But honestly,
he's like too wrong, right? I'm like, bro, don't give me that shit.
Don't get me wrong. I get the purpose of that question, and when people ask me the whole abortion thing, like I'm not gonna say my opinion on it, but my thing on the whole rape thing, like, of course, like there should be like some sort of outlier when it comes to some of these abortion laws, right? Like when it comes to rape or whatever the case may be, but like let's not talk too much about the whole rape thing because that doesn't happen very often. It doesn't, like compared. We're talking on a generalities, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I hate having that conversation, because what's the percentage of women getting raped compared to the ones that are not getting raped? Like we're talking about a very minuscule amount of people. Yeah. So I mean, again, like I'm not saying I'm for or against, but like that whole bullshit with the whole rape thing, like I don't like talking about it because it's like, for what? It's yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, again, let's not. I don't want to get too deep into it, and we can bring this up in another episode, man, because I would love to discuss it, boys. But my take on it would just be I don't have a say into a women's body, bro.
Right, exactly.
I don't make that decision. Like
exactly.
I'm a man. I can't.
Regardless of what I think of the whole situation, like whatever you do with your body, that shit doesn't affect me at all. So do you, man? Regardless of what I don't fault you for doing anything that you think is for your best. So I mean, do you, regardless of what I think? You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. Over, you got anything else to add to that?
No. That's pretty much where I stand too. Like whether I'm for it or not, regardless, we're all men here, so we have no say in that.
Yep, no doubt, absolutely. I agree with both of y'all, man. But speaking about big bodies, our boy Cam over the weekend, bro. I don't know if y'all saw the video. He got jumped by 4 dudes.
That's what you want to call it.
4 or 5 dudes, man. Yeah, jumped. jump. It looked, man, bro.
Great job. Let me tell you, brother.
Dude, this man took care. He stood on business. All right, if that's what you want to call it. But you know that's not what I took away from that whole thing, man. What I took away from that whole thing was why are these kids, you know, jumping a professional athlete, bro, at a camp that he put together for them, right?
Yeah, I want to know, like,
we gotta
like,
dig deeper into that.
Like, what was the thought process in that? Like, did they have it planned before they got there, or like, would something happen, or like, I don't understand.
I think we're still waiting to hear more on it because nobody's really came out and kind of spoke on it. But and I think we're gonna hear from Cam soon. He does have a podcast, so I think he will speak on it, right? But until then, from what we've seen in the video, just solely in the video, Cam didn't throw not one punch. He was over. He got jumped by 4+ dudes. And all he did was kind of push him away until he got separated, right? They got separated. So to me, it's just like in the past, there's been videos of these kids, and not necessarily the ones that jumped him, but there's been videos of kids in the past that have been extremely disrespectful to Cam at his camps, bro, that he puts together for them in the inner city. These underprivileged kids that he's trying to like help out and, you know, put their names out there. And this is what he gets back. This is the kind of respect that he gets. You know, or the lack thereof. Like, my man is being disrespected when he's trying to give back to the community, bro. And to me, that's crazy how this generation and these kids have no fucking respect for you know, their elders and people of authority, or people like that, you know, as an athlete, as a pro athlete. Say what you say about fucking Cam, bro. Cam was that guy when he was in his prime, bro. He was not no fucking bum. Dude was an MVP in the NFL.
One of the most exciting QBs to watch when he was in his prime.
Absolutely, bro. So like these kids talking about, oh, you a free agent, oh, you a bum. Hey, bro, okay, he's past his prime. Like, okay, it happens, but at the same time, bro, you don't disrespect a man like that when he's out there taking time out of his day. He don't got to do this for you, bro. He ain't getting paid for this. All right, he's taking time out of his day to put together a camp for your little ungrateful ass. And this is how you repay him. And I think it starts at home. Like, what are these parents doing, bro?
And to your point, he doesn't have to do this, man. He's taken out of his sweet ass time to put on a fucking, you know, whatever it is, a clinic for these younger cats to kind of showcase their skills and you know, get their skills out there, like be recognized and whatnot. And this is the repayment he gets. And, you know, people come back and they complain about how there's a lack of support, like to kids these days, but then you have a guy like Cam who does something like that and he gets jumped. So it's like it's sports at the end of the day. How do you not like Cam that much that you felt like you had to jump him and prove a point, and then you were horrifically you fucking failed, like, to the T. Like, I just don't understand it. It's sports. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just wouldn't be able to hate somebody like that. And I'm not the biggest Cam fan, so.
No, you got to respect what he's doing for the community. At the end of the day, you might not like him as an athlete, but at the end of the day, bro, even like, let's say, for example, like, I'm not a fan of LeBron James, but goddamn, if LeBron James came up to me right now, I'll shake that man's hand and respect him. I'm not gonna disrespect him, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it's a respect thing. Like, I don't know him personally, so who am I to come up to him and be like, yo, LeBron, you're a bum, like, you trash. Like, nah, bro. At the end of the day, like, you still gotta respect the man, because especially somebody like him, where he gives back so much to the community. Like, I've always respected LeBron for that, for giving back off the court and being such a good role model. Man, no matter what you want to say about him as a player, he flops. Yeah, we all know that. But at the end of the day, bro, like, you gotta respect the man, bro, regardless of what your thoughts are. It was ugly what happened. It was freaking distasteful. And I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Why is this happening in the black community? Is this happening at camp? Is this happening at Tom Brady's camp? Is this happening at Peyton Manning's camp? The Eli brother, Eli Manning, is this happening at their camp? Drew Brees, has this happened at their fucking camps?
That's a slippery slope you're going down there, brother.
Please, I mean, that's fine. I can speak on that, and I will speak on it. And credit to Shannon Sharp, he spoke on it as well. He said, "Why is this happening in our community, bro? Huh?"
And to like piggyback off what you said, I saw a video on TikTok where they're having like I guess an interview, but it's like a panel, and it's a group of black men and women, and the question was, do you think the black community plays the likes to play the victim too much? And at first, like, it was dead silent, and you can tell by their faces that they wanted to say yes, but the first two said no, and then the third one was more realistic and said yes, we do, because like people, they love to say that the opportunities and whatnot are not there, but then you got people like Cam that are trying to present opportunities to people, and then they just spit back in your face.
Yep.
And then there's other videos where like you go to the hood or whatever, you got black people sitting on a corner talking shit, doing whatever it is they're doing, and then this guy goes fucking 2 doors down. This Mexican kid is like fucking like 21 years old, has his own mechanic business and is hustling. And it's just like, if you want it, you would go get it. But no, you just sit there and complain.
Oh yeah, always playing the victim. Always, it's always everybody else's fault, right?
Yeah,
like,
man.
At what point are we gonna get to where like, bro, slavery happened a long time ago. That does not affect your generation, bro. That like our age, people our age, you guys have never sniffed anything close to fucking slavery, dog. Like let's be real. All right. I'm not saying racism doesn't exist. It does. 100% of racism exists in the US, bro. We're not denying that.
Slavery still exists in Africa, and it's mostly black people. So that whole like slavery this, slavery that shit doesn't work, because their own people enslaved their own people.
Right. Like you do understand that the black people sold them to the white man, correct? Like
yeah.
People understand that, right? It's not like
they make it seem like slavery was just black and white. No, it was black and black too. Like and it's still black and black today.
Yeah, there's still such thing as modern slavery in some parts of the world, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So it's not like these European countries came down to Africa and just stole these slaves, bro. They were sold. All right, do your research. If you don't believe it, do your fucking research before you start talking. All right, and I get it. We have to acknowledge that it did happen. We're not saying that it didn't. It happened. It was a horrible time in our country's history, but it's time for us to move on, man. It's time for us to start. We got to start getting better. All right, we got to stop looking back at the past. Stop blaming other people for what the fuck you're going through. All right, because like you said, Orville, there's that Mexican kid, starting his own mechanic business or whatever like that. Because at the end of the day, bro, like he's not looking for no handouts. He's not looking to blame nobody. He just gets up and do his job, man. And I'm sure
what's the difference with that kid and the people playing victim is that we, especially us three, we understand that everybody is not dealt the same hand, right? Like we understand that like life is not fair, but people like to kind of just kind of give up on life because of that, when in reality it's about what you do with the hand that you're dealt. I mean, just because you haven't been given the best hand doesn't mean that you ain't going to be shit your whole life. That's up to you what you do with the resources that you have at your disposal.
And
you know what I'm saying?
That whole victim mindset, that shit's only here. You come here and you see motherfuckers begging for money in the side of the road, but you go to other countries and all they know is hustle. That's all they know.
Yep. And I respect that, because that shit's
100%.
crazy.
Bro, and I'm talking about kids out there fucking like hustling, and that's all they know from a young age, and they're not asking for a handout.
Kareem, just to kind of give a little story as to, and I believe I told Orville the story when I was Ubering in Orlando. I picked up this kid, right? And Hispanic kid, had an accent and everything, bro. And we kind of started talking, and I like to talk about my whole fitness shit. And he kind of got into what he's doing. Kid was 19, man, had his whole full-blown fucking like car wash business. And he sends me his Instagram page, and I go look on it, and he's not just washing regular cars. It's a luxury car wash. Like, he's not washing Honda Accords and like fucking Toyota Corollas and shit. I'm talking about Corvettes, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and I'm just like, that's a kid that hasn't even been here for long, and he's running fucking ads on IG, paying paying dollars for these ads, and he's like, Harry, these ads are fucking expensive, but if you would see the traffic that they're bringing to my fucking business. And when he told me all that, this is a 19-year-old fucking kid, Kareem, 19-year-old kid running ads on IG, bro.
Wow.
Wild to me. I was like, bro, I respect you so fucking much because you are way ahead of your time. You're fucking 19 and out here grinding and like thousands of followers on social media and from the ground up. It's not like this kid had any clout or anything. He just was he's able to you know, market his and advertise his business very well. I mean, he found a process that works and he's prospering. Good for him, man. But I was blown away with that story, and I was grateful to have him in the car that day because I love hearing stuff like that.
Yeah, he didn't make any excuses, man. He just went about his business and got to, you know, did what he had to do and got to where he got.
Had a hard time communicating with me in English, and don't get me wrong, you guys know I'm Hispanic, but I try not to use that as much as possible because I have my own difficulties with some words here and there. So I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna speak to this guy in English, and if he has a problem, that's his problem. But whatever.
An asshole.
Yeah, it's
dope, bro. Dope, man. Good for that kid.
Yeah, it's crazy because, bro, like the thing is that, like in the US, there are so many opportunities for people, man, to make a living. You know, like people just think it's so crazy to me how people are struggling and they're blaming everybody else for their struggles, bro. Everybody else but themselves. Look in the fucking mirror, bro. Do some self-reflection. All right. There are plenty of things out there that you can do, you know, that can get you somewhere. All right. So
I mean, speaking of that, actually, we were talking about it the other day. Orville, you hear about the whole strike with Uber drivers and shit, asking for more money?
I saw that.
Like that's not a privilege already? The amount of jobs that Uber itself has fucking created? What kind of shit is that? That shit is not meant for you to fucking make a career out of. And from my understanding, these drivers are like, I've always made at least $20 an hour. And if you're complaining about $20 an hour for driving around, you got a fucking issue, bro. An issue
on different jobs. Yeah,
they can go. And the funny thing is, they can go on strike as much as they want. That's just going to present more opportunities for people who don't give a fuck, like you.
How they go on strike and they completely eliminate the app in totality, and then you have no fucking income. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's wild to me, bro. Like you give a little bit, and they just want more and more and more, dog. Like
it's only. Wow. I feel like it's only going to get worse too, because all these kids going to school, being disrespectful, and it's bad, man. It's bad. Plenty of videos on the internet about people who are like, "Oh yeah, I got my degree for teaching, taught for 1 year, and I quickly found out it wasn't for me because you go to school and these kids don't give a fuck about you."
Yeah. Hell, absolutely, man. And like I said, it starts at home because these parents think that they could just raise a little brat or, you know, raise a little, you know, devil at home, and then they're gonna go to school, and all of a sudden the teacher is gonna turn them into what, Albert Einstein and
Little Saints.
Like, bro, that's not the teacher's job. Like, as a parent, do your job as a parent. Discipline your kids. When your kids do something wrong, stop blaming everybody else. Oh, it's not my kid's fault. It must be the teacher's fault. No, it's your fucking kid, bro. Your kid's not perfect. I can promise you that. My kids aren't perfect. My kids ain't perfect. And guess what? If the teacher says, hey, he didn't do what he was supposed to do, she didn't do what she was supposed to do, guess what? They're going to get dealt with at home. I'm not going to blame the teacher. No, you're going to get dealt with. You disrespect your elders, you disrespect an adult, you're going to get dealt with. Because that's what I was doing.
Right, you're giving the belt.
Yeah, I mean, if need be, yeah.
Giving that old school teaching. That's what these kids
bro,
need.
I don't play that, bro. I was raised in a different generation, like where my parents were hard.
Oh, you don't tell your kids to go to the corner?
You said what?
You don't tell your kids to just go to the corner?
Bro, hey, that used to happen to me when I was a kid. Take your ass to the corner, bro. Face the corner. Yeah.
They're like, oh, if that's the only thing that's gonna happen to me, then I'm gonna keep doing this shit. No, bro, you gotta fucking strip them kids bare naked and just fucking chancleta to the nalgas, bro.
No, we all got hit as kids, bro. And guess what? We're just fine. I got hit with that belt, that whatever they hit me with.
I feel like the younger generation, they're just not afraid of their parents like we were, bro. I was afraid, like And the funny thing is, like, our parents would always be like, why do you lie if I'm gonna find out the truth either way? And I'm like, cause if I could fucking go a couple more days without you knowing what the fuck's going on, then I'm gonna do that because I know what's coming. Like, I was afraid, bro. Every little thing I was afraid. I would lie my ass off. And they would be like, why? And I was like, you know why.
Because I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Yeah, bro. Me and Orv are grown ass adults, 21 years old plus, still fucking afraid as fuck of our parents, and for good reason. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you don't have that anymore, bro.
Nah, hell no. They don't get out there about parents these days, which is wild, bro. I mean, it shows. It shows.
Yeah, and that's because
don't talk about spanking your children, bro. That's illegal, bro. Don't do that.
And that's because again the parents tolerate that fuckery, bro. They tolerate those kind of behaviors at home. So the kid says, okay, well, if my parent tolerates it, my parent's okay with it, then who is this person, this teacher? Who are they to say anything to me?
Yeah,
right. No respect for authority, no respect for your elders, no respect for no one, bro. Like again, entitlement. The entitlement in this generation is crazy. It is wild.
We're building the kids of tomorrow, brother.
Yeah, this country's fucking doomed. This country's doomed with this fucking generation, bro. Motherfuckers, yo, if war goes down today, yo, that draft is gonna be crazy.
Yo, Kareem, man, I heard you buy property in Costa Rica. You get fucking citizenship like that, brother. We out.
Oh yeah.
What's the time difference over there? Nothing.
I don't think. Yeah, I think.
No, it's probably central or
a little bit. Still
probably like a couple hours behind Florida.
Yeah, but it's very easy to get citizenship there, bro.
Damn, that's wild, dog.
Costa Rica's fire too.
Yeah, it's a nice spot for sure. Definitely something to consider. And if in the future, obviously, right? I'm trying to build here first, and then I'll start venturing out international.
We'll get there.
No, yeah, we'll get there. I'm not.
Anyways, hit up with that last one. This one's gonna be a good juicy one.
I got y'all, man. So something's been trending on Twitter and social media lately, man. It's so this chick goes to a concert, it's a R&B concert with her mans, and the artist calls her on stage, and this is what happens. Well, this is what transpired. So I just kind of want to know, like, how do y'all feel about this, and how would y'all feel if y'all girl did some shit like that to y'all?
Obviously disrespected.
Damn, and I thought Usher on Alicia Keys was bad.
It gets worse, brother. It gets worse.
Oh no, I saw this video. I know it's bad.
Yeah, this is where it gets really bad. Look at this face, bro.
I'm surprised he was still recording at that point.
Mans is he's dead on the inside, bro.
Talk about the embarrassment, bro.
That's crazy.
Might as well have took her clothes off right there, bro.
Yeah, doesn't she like get picked up or whatever, and she like full on like straddles him?
Hey, what I want to know is who the fuck is this guy?
He's a Afrobeat artist.
Yeah,
he's actually really big, Harry. He's huge.
I was gonna say because I have never heard of him up until this point.
No, he makes good music. I've heard some of his music.
You know, this is the part that like I lose all hope in him. Man. Like, why are you recording this man laughing at me? And then if that motherfucker wanted to turn around and hit you with a quick like 2-piece with a gunshot, like you wouldn't be laughing then though, right? Like I understand it's wrong, but what you're doing is also wrong. And if the motherfucker wants to react in a different way that you don't expect that's coming, then you just earn that shit for you.
Hell yeah, bro. Especially these days, you can't. Why get yourself into problems? Like you don't know how other people are gonna react. Like like you said, people are getting shot for no fucking reason these days. So why put yourself in that?
Yeah, and like, bro, clearly that man was pushed to a limit that he's never been to, and then you're gonna sit there and record and laugh. You're lucky he didn't turn around. You're lucky.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys overheard. When he was walking away, she went back. She was walking after him, and he was basically like, "Get the fuck away from me!" Right? And then she goes back to her friends, and then she goes, "It wasn't even that bad." And even her friends are like, "Yeah, bro, it was pretty bad."
I'm glad they said that, because usually a lot of these
they will condone it.
They would condone it, and there's been podcasts of like girls talking about it, and they're like, "Oh, they're trying to justify it." They're like, "Oh, that's the same as like you asking your significant other if she would let Michael B. Jordan hit if he offered, and then getting mad when it actually happens." And we're just like, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
And that's the problem with females, bro. They're always fucking like trying to yeah, they
want to justify their actions so bad, but then when somebody does them wrong, it's the fucking all hell.
Fucking world. Oh yeah, men ain't shit. This and that. But then you got your friends giving you the wrong fucking advice, telling you, "Oh yeah, it's okay. This and that." Like, tolerating the this fuckery and this kind of behavior. So I'm glad, like you said, I'm glad her friends was like, "Nah, bro, it was pretty bad." So I don't know, I'm not sure if this man left her, but damn, if he did, good for him.
That man's single as a Pringle now, and he's focusing on himself, and he's gonna come up big too, because I saw a video today. Kai Cenat had him on his channel, where he interviewed him.
It ended up being good publicity for him.
Yeah, he cleared things up, and so like there was a rumor going around that they were dating for 7 years, but it was only for 1. And so, in all honesty, like, he just saved himself so many years of just bullshit, because that one little instant just showed him who she really was. And so whatever, Kai Cenat had him on his stream, and he was like, "Well, we gonna help you out, this and that." So he's already gonna be big chilling after these next few weeks.
Oh yeah,
my man is already swimming in some pussy. You know that shit, boy.
He's not a bad looking dude. Apparently, he's not a bad looking dude. Apparently, a lot of women are already like, "Yo,
I bet, bro. I bet."
Yeah, W, my man. Yeah, she definitely did him a favor there. Well, I mean, we're gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, I mean, better that happened a year in than fucking 8 and being married.
Being married, yeah, because that would have been the biggest of all time.
Yeah. The minute she crossed over that gate, I would have been like,
yeah,
I don't know, bro. I go to like, me and my girl, we've been to Bad Bunny twice now, and just the way some of these women dress there, it's like, bro, who are you trying to impress? You're sitting nosebleeds, showing your tits and ass. Like, nobody's gonna see you, 1, and 2, like, you don't even dress like that for your own man.
Yeah, I don't think Bad Bunny's gonna see you at the nosebleeds and be like, "Oh yeah, come on down."
The thing is that the dudes are okay with it though. Like these bitches go there thinking that like they're gonna get picked up by one of these fucking artists, or fucking somebody's gonna pick them up and like wine and dine them for the rest of their life. Like, bro, you're doing way too much. You're going to the AAA arena to sit your ass down in a fucking seat in the 300 section for fucking an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like,
if your man is okay with you dressing like that and behaving that way at a Bad Bunny concert or whatever the fuck concert it is, scent, bro. That's scent behavior. I don't condone it, and no man should ever be okay with their woman dressing like that, bro.
Especially if they don't even be going that hard for you.
Exactly. What? Come on, man. Like, bro, this generation, bro. Again. This generation of women, hey, we can get into that, but I mean, I know we've touched on it a few times, but hey, I'll leave it at that. Something else has been trending, bro. The dude apparently divorces his wife because they had sex twice in 2 years.
Absolutely, good shit.
That boy was on the hub for sure.
Yeah, so basically a lot of people were like on the internet like, "Oh, he's wrong for that," or "Yeah, he did the right thing."
Oh my god. It's
like,
always
that for.
It's always he's wrong for that when it's men. But if a woman was like, "Oh, he's only giving me sex twice a year, I'm out," girls would be like, "Good for you."
Yeah.
Way to stand up for yourself.
Again, bro, women always giving other women the worst advice, man. And these are the same women where they have a fat ass friend, but they'll tell her that she looks beautiful and this about body positivity. But then you ask that same friend, be like, "Oh, she's so beautiful. You want to switch bodies with her?" And they're like, "Oh, no, absolutely no. I didn't say all that." Oh, okay, but you saying she's beautiful, though, right? So again, like women do not hold other women accountable, bro, the way that men do, and that's the problem.
And like specifically in this instance, because I'm gonna speak from a position in which like women are looking for a certain type of man, right? You know, that provide, that'll take care of the bills or whatever. And I'm not speaking to what's more realistic in today's time, but this is typically what most women are looking for, right? Mm-hmm. So when it comes to this whole deal, to where this guy was married to this girl and got sex very little amount of time during their time, it's like, what are you there for? Especially if he's doing what he needs to do and providing for you and whatnot, then the sex part is your duty as a woman, especially because, you know, for the most part, like men pick relationships, but women pick who they have sex with. So it's like, I think it's for like, obviously it's both of our duties to like, like have intercourse or whatever and provide a substantial like a sex life. But for the most part, it's more of a duty for the woman, in my opinion, especially if the man is doing everything else. And I'm not talking about specifically in my situation, but I'm talking about in a situation in which most women are looking for a specific type of man in which they provide, right? So I'm not really talking about a 50-50 relationship. I'm just talking about in that specific sense. It's like man is providing for you, getting your bills and all this shit, and you're not giving him sex. That's a problem, bro. That's what you're there for. I mean, I think part of a woman's duty is to retain the man once they got him. You know what I'm saying? That's important. So I mean, I don't know, man. People are gonna see my opinion. They think I'm misogynistic or whatever, but I'm talking about. I clearly said it's both of our duties to please each other. But if I had to pick a gender in which it's more pivotal for, it's definitely more pivotal for a woman, in my opinion.
And like to piggyback off of what you were saying, women want a man to take care of everything, but yet in today's society, they still think that they're the prize.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you want a man to take care of it, you want to have a worry-free life, and you want a man to take care of your bills, whatever, this and that. You don't have to do much, but yet you still want a man to chase you. How does that work when you're not doing anything? How does that work? And so this lady was like saying, like, there's no way I'm going to raise my son and tell him that he is not the prize, especially in today's society. Like, you'd be stupid to do that to your own child. And and you can't sit here and tell me with a straight face that if you had a kid, you'd be like, oh no, the women are the prize. You'd be an idiot.
Perfect.
Yeah. Dude, 1,000%. I agree. I mean, both of y'all fucking hit it right on the head, bro. Both of y'all make great points, and you be foolish to think otherwise, bro.
That's what you're saying, bro. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, and then expect people to be like all up on you. And it's just funny because you see all these videos of these podcasts, these women arguing. It's always the twos, and this guy straight up told us, like, first of all, if you're not an 8 or a 9, you're not getting none of the stuff that you're looking for. Second of all, if you have a kid, ain't nobody dealing with that shit either.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're that right there, you're already losing points, bro. And it's just crazy to me, man. Like how these women think these days, bro, and how they feel like they all of them feel like their men should be a millionaire. Like I deserve a millionaire, but they don't want to put no kind of work in, you know, to earn that millionaire. Bro, you're average at best. At best, you're average. Below average, right? On a good day. And you think you deserve a millionaire. Like, how many millionaires do you think are walking around? Is my question.
You ask these girls how much money the man needs to make in order for them to be in a relationship with you. The delusion is crazy. Like, some of these girls will say $100K a month. That's 1.2 million a year, bro. No, I'm like, how many percentage of men you think can provide that shit? Like, and what's crazy is for most women, they really think there's a bigger percentage than it is. It's wild.
Yeah, because you know why? You know why that is, Harry?
They
Because
see
when
all
you're
that shit on social media.
yeah, because when you're on your timeline and all you see is dudes on boats driving Ferraris, Lamborghinis, you think that's
Because
the
that comes with
norm.
abundance.
Yeah, they think that's the norm. And you know what? I'm not gonna say all women because I think it's mostly women that live in like the Miamis and the LAs of the world
Right.
that feel that way. Because I think the women that live in smaller cities are very down to earth and realistic to what it is, bro. I think they realize, okay, like my guy, he's a hard worker, he's earning 70K, which is
Blue
great. Like
collar.
and they're okay with that, right? But it's the women that that go to Miami, that go to LA and New York, and they think, yup, I'm gonna find my millionaire. This is where I'm gonna find him. And nah, bitch, you're not. You're not. They're gonna sell you. They're gonna sell you the dream. They're gonna bring you on the boat. They're gonna dog you, and then they're gonna let you go.
Yeah, and a lot of the time that shit's a facade anyway. These motherfuckers, they renting out these cars, they renting out these boats, and like you said, they gonna sell you the dream, rip and dip, call it a day, mission complete.
Yeah.
See you next time, Scoozy.
Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat.
It is. Next up.
That and that's it. And they think, like you said, they think they're the prize. They think, oh yeah, I'm gonna lock him down. This is gonna be no, you're not, bro. You're not special.
And they always like to use they're saying, oh, I have plenty of guys giving me attention, but none of them are the guys you want because you're single.
Right. Yeah.
That doesn't say shit.
With all attention. All attention is not good attention.
Also, they make it seem like that's so hard.
They get what they want. So.
A girl that's a 5 gets attention from guys like that.
Yeah, it's really not that hard to get attention.
That's just not hard work. Dudes are thirsty. You could be a 2 in the face with a fucking slamming body and you're gonna get all the attention you need. Like that's just not hard work.
Yeah, she could walk out of her crib and go to the fucking corner store and get attention. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like you're not special, dude. Like just as soon as you realize that, I think for females, I think as soon as they realize that they're not special and they need to bring more to the table and just realize that, bro, you're not. Chances are you're not gonna find that millionaire that you think you're gonna get. Right? Chances are very slim. And once that millionaire, if he is somewhat interested in you and he runs a cat fax and sees and realizes what he's dealing with, you're out of there. Like he not putting up with that bullshit. So unless you're like a virgin or your body count is below the double digits, and you're not a whore, then maybe you have a chance and then maybe you get wifed up. But if you have any kind of promiscuous past and your body count is outrageous, yeah, you're gone. Like, if your mileage is too high, hey, you out. We gone.
And you know what's crazy to me, because we're touching on this subject, and we're talking about how crazy the delusion is with the amount of money that these women are expecting their man to make. Is so I was watching a podcast and this girl had a wealthy man, like he was a millionaire type shit, and literally like asked her to marry him and everything. And tell me how she had the man of her dreams and she chose to not get married to the man to chase experiences in Miami. But yet she's got a top 1% man. Fuck whatever you want to do at that point. I don't give, like, are you kidding me?
Do that with him.
Right.
All that sounds is like
it's unbelievable to me.
All that sounds is like she just want to go have her fun and just,
AKA she just want to be a whore. Like, bro, let's call it what it is. Let's not sugarcoat that shit.
Much.
She wants to be a whore.
Why else? Experiences. You can do the same experiences with him and not have to worry about shit. But yeah, you want
to get it all paid for. But no, I want to do it on my own.
And
all these men and just all this shit. It's like, dog. Like even
say how old she was.
You have the man that already checks all your boxes. You still drop the bag. It's wild.
Did it say how old she was?
She was younger. But I mean, that makes sense because like a lot of these, wealthy guys, they go for the younger women. I mean,
the younger woman, yeah. But again, the problem is this girl most likely was stuck on social media and looking at Instagram and seeing what these girls are doing in Miami. and seeing how they're going on lavish trips, Dubai, they're going on yachts, they're riding in Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and she's like, oh, I want to experience that, so I'm gonna leave my man who's making all this money already. He's already a millionaire. Like, you can, if you ask him in, I'm sure he'll like, all right, cool, I'll get you a Lamborghini. We'll go drive around Lamborghini. But instead, she's like, no, I want to do it single. So
I want to travel by myself.
Yeah.
Easy.
By yourself, but you ain't paying for the goddamn thing. So let's be real, bro. Let's keep it a buck. So again, bro, the delusion is wild, man. It is absolutely insane the way that some of these women think. And it's sad, to be honest, bro. It's just sad because I'm thinking about my son and the generation that he's gonna grow up in and the kind of women he's gonna have to deal with, and I'm like, bro.
It's all right, bro. He's gonna be a stud, and we're gonna come to him.
I ain't worried about Landy. The girls should be worried about him. All right.
Well, I mean, I'm not worried about him getting girls. It's just I'm just worried about him finding a good woman. Like that. That's my issue. You know, like.
All right. You just gotta be patient these days.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
bro. We'll take Landy to another country if we have to.
He'll be the next generation passport, bro.
There we go. Yes, sir. Hey, don't worry. Hey, I'm gonna take him, bro. Hey, he's not we gonna take him where you want to go. Landon, all right, but I got you, bro. We gonna take you to a little bit more conservative country where women actually care about, you know, their history, their past. Yeah, they were actually real women. So. Yeah, bro, it's tough out there, bro. So I feel for them boys out there that are single and that are out looking for their significant other, or if, you know, trying to lock down a good wife. So right. It ain't easy, bro.
It ain't easy being cheesy, baby.
What? Oh my god, man.
Anyways, you guys have before I bring it home?
No, sir.
I'm good, bro.
For sure. Well, I mean, we had a good agenda today. We had fun with this one, and you know, I think we bounced around pretty comfortably without any, you know, silences and whatnot. So we kind of fed off each other nicely, which was dope. Orville, we appreciate you taking the time to come back on the pod. You know, I'm sure we will have more outings later on and whatnot. You'll be a reoccurring guest on the pod, so thank you for that. For all the new people that has tuned into the channel, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you're feeling generous, turn on post notifications, and we will see you in the next one.
Peace. Appreciate y'all, boys.